Hey guys, Happy New Year's to you. I know that all of my past updates have been written, and I do enjoy writing. However, there have been way too many updates that are backlogged, and I feel bad that I haven't been giving you more frequent updates. That, and also I recently fractured my wrist, my TFCC. If you're a nerd about bones, I just learned that I have a bone called TFCC. So it's going to be, writing is kind of painful. So I hope this format works, and I hope it's still as effective, entertaining, educational. If you do like this format, please let me know. If you have any questions or any feedback to be better, please let me know as well. But anyway, I just wanted to give you a couple updates. The first one is the team and I made a decision on a payroll company, and we decided to, after a bunch of vendors that we've vetted, we've decided to go with CorpStrat. And I'll just give you an update here. There's a couple of benefits, and I'll link you guys to the company website if you guys want to check them out as well. It's too early for me to say whether we love them or not. I'm going to tell you the pros and cons and how we arrived at the decision. But some of the benefits. The benefits is that it's local. Doesn't carry that much weight, but if we need someone to yell at in person, they're in Woodland Hills, which is about an hour and a half away. There is a direct support and contact, so there's no 1-800 number to have to get through, and the annoying automated your call is very important crap. They also, because they're in California, they understand California labor law, and they also have tons of restaurants as clients as well. And the system allows for rules to be built that provide checks and balances on employee time tracking, which means, for example, we can set it up so that if an employee skips their break, it will automatically alert the manager and effectively gate the employee until the manager resolves it. So just little things like that help us get out, stay away from all the labor law penalties that are very against the employer. So as far as the cost breakdown, it's going to be $150 per month processing fee, $10 per state, and $3.50 per employee per paycheck. And there's also a time and attendance management, which includes PTO, and that ends up being $5 per employee per month. There's also a full HR automation platform, and it's an automated system that manages applicant tracking, onboarding, online document storage, benefit enrollment, employee self-service, etc. And that full service platform is $10 per employee per month. There's also an HR manager, which is employer support for us. We get a dedicated HR manager assigned to us, available for meetings and calls and such, for extra layers of support, because of course we can't know everything, especially with the constantly changing rules, and we just want to avoid the whole gotcha stuff. There's also sexual harassment training, policies, consulting, scenarios, policies, and that ends up being at $4,000 a year. And that one is going to be $4,000 a year to us across all the stores that we end up building. So as we build more stores, the costs get split up between the stores, and it becomes cheaper over time. So we got economies of scale there. And so we ran the math, and the average is, if we enroll everything above, it's going to be roughly about $50 per employee per month. So it's about $1,000 for 20 employees per store. So it's pretty affordable considering the value that's being given. So we're going to give it a shot. And so far, since we hired our managers, we ran payroll a couple times, and it's been fairly easy, seamless, no complaints here. And so I hope they can continue growing with us. Another update is that as far as choosing a CPA for our company, this is where we decided to use Quan & Associates. They're based out of Tustin, California. And side note, they actually did all of our books for all of my Halal Guys stores. So there's their comfort level. They know us really well. They know what we expect. And so we decided to go with what we know and go with who's been helping us grow along the way. They've been helpful from store 1 to store 9 before we eventually sold. So we decided to continue giving them the business. And They ended up giving us a rate of $1,450 a month. And the things that they take care of in that include bookkeeping, tax returns, consulting, strategic planning, cash flow management, accounts payable. And this is actually a really key thing. They actually work with the store managers, to verify invoices, to make sure that what we received it reflects the invoice, and they actually go to bat with making sure we get credits, refunds, or resolve gaps in what we received versus what we ordered. So that's actually really key. Also, they help us with auditing and reporting as well. And also, most importantly, Pepper Lunch requires that we use Restaurant 365, which is a restaurant management system that manages inventory and accounting and all that good stuff. And not a lot of CPAs either like working with R365 or are familiar with the platform. And so actually with Halal Guys, we also needed to work with Restaurant 365 as well. So they were familiar with that too. So that makes things a lot easier. We wanted to make sure we felt good and we just weren't, giving Quan and Associates the business just out of comfort. We did vet a couple other CPAs just to make sure we were getting the best service out there. And so we did some research. If we were to do a la carte, bookkeeping ranges anywhere from $400 to $600. Tax returns is about $1,000 to $1,500 per entity per year. Small tax returns are about $60. Consulting advisory is anywhere from $130 an hour to $385 an hour. And then there's a lot of, I'd say 75% of the CPAs that we vetted, which are about 5 or 6 of them, they weren't familiar or did not want to work with 365. So all that, I mean, this was a one-stop shop, and also they do above and beyond. And because we are a VIP client, we're treated better probably than other clients. So we decided to work with them. So our architect firm, Pastil Consortium, flew all the way from Texas, which is where their U.S. headquarters is based. David Contreras, really enjoyed working with him so far. And he actually flew out himself because, of course, he wanted to start the relationship off right, and I was one of his first customers under Pepper Lunch. It was great meeting him. He set up shop. He set up the Matterport, which is a 360-degree camera that kind of measures all the depths and the measurements. It's pretty accurate, pretty cool. So I wanted to kind of give you a tour of what that looks like. That's the outside of the site, and then it kind of zooms into the store. So I just want to kind of give you a tour of the store inside using the technology. Yeah, so as I mentioned, this was a roll-em-up store. This is the inside kitchen. I will say that there's David. So our store doesn't require, the Pepper Lunch prototype does not require a freezer, a walk-in freezer or fridge. So moving forward, I mean, this is something we can save about $50,000-$60,000 on. And we also can recapture some of that space that we can dedicate to the dining area. But of course, I mean, that's, you got to pick and choose your battles, because inheriting the space also helped us save quite a bit of money. So just wanted to give you a tour of what the space looks like before construction. Here were the taquito fryers. Here's the hood. We are keeping everything that needs a hood the same. We're getting rid of most of this equipment, but just wanted to share what this looks like. So the taquito fryers, we don't need them because we don't fry anything of that like in that format. We do have to get rid of the under counter freezers. We only need under counter fridges. We are keeping the make table. We're getting rid of most of these things, including this bread and chips bake oven. We're also going to be changing this little pass-through window and kind of give you a tour here. The counter space is also going away. The counter space is actually going to be cut right here where the cups are. And And right here, you'll see this is where the soda machine and the ice maker are. We're actually going to be bringing it to right here against this tile wall if you're looking straight at it. Of course, we're changing the wall here to an Instagram wall. If you've been to our stores, then you are familiar with the Sizzle It Your Way neon sign. Right here where these rolled up mats are is going to be a locker system called Boxy. I'll get into more details on that at a future post, future update, but that's where third-party delivery can come pick up the food, and it can only be opened by code to make sure the food doesn't get stolen. But not only that, it avoids the third-party delivery companies from congesting the line of customers that are in the store. So I think that's pretty brilliant, very customer-centric, and I love that very much. So. And we're going to be dedicating some more seating here. We're going to be putting some millwork with our millwork company, which is MSW Store Rollout. I'll give you some more updates on that in a future post as well. That is me. That was working. But yeah, I just wanted to give you a little tour of the store and a little bit taste of the technology, which I thought was really cool. Firm also did some renderings on the exterior and a little bit of a hint of what the interior looks like. So just to give you this, this was one of the first iterations, and while I like the wood backing, we are going to be removing that because it's more expensive and it kind of makes it look, we wanted a more clean look. So we're getting rid of the wood backing behind the sign here. Also, we did not get approval from the Irvine company to do a side here. That would have been an amazing signage opportunity because a lot of people will be coming from that direction and it'd be kind of cool to see that there. So, but we weren't able to get that approved. We may visit that and just have like printed stuff on the side instead of having an actual sign. We'll revisit that later. Now we're trying to get the store open, so we don't want to make it more complicated or create frictions for the landlord or the city. So we ended up, we're ended up going with this type of layout. It's a little more clean, right? However, we are getting rid of this little sign that pops out because that also was not approved. And it's just something we decided not to, just to save money. And this is a little bit of a hint of what the store could look like. We are working with millwork. I just wanted to give you a little bit of tour. As you can tell from the matter port that I shared earlier, the goal is to actually knock down the wall here and move it back, move it in so that we have more seating. Because unlike a lot of other fast casuals where they make money on to-goes, they actually make a lot more money with people sitting in the stores and enjoying the food and the experience. And it's actually a lot easier to operate because for to-go, workers would have to finish the food, put it in a to-go container, walk over to the lockers and stuff like that. So until we've created a more efficient way to do that, we're not pushing third-party delivery or takeout. So that's that. And then as you can see, we're also getting rid of the counter space here, the end counter space, so that we can make more room for dining. And you'll see up here, there's going to be a digital menu board. And also here is going to be part of our our self-service kiosk, which also I'm going to give you further updates in a bit.